Hello friends. Today we will discuss about the financial management approaches and importance. This site Dr. Deepak, Assistant Professor SD College, Ambala, Kent. Approaches to the financial management. Financial management approaches measure the scope of the financial management in the various fields which include the essential part of the finance. Financial management is a not revelatory concept, it's a evaluatory concept. The definition and the scope of financial management has been changed from one period to another period and applied various innovations. Theoretical point of view, financial management approach may be broadly divided into two major parts. One is traditional and second is modern approach. Now we will discuss about the traditional approach. Traditional approach is an initial stage of financial management which was followed in the earlier part of the during the year 1920 to 1950. This approach is based on the past experience and the traditionally accepted methods. And the main part of this approach is raising of the funds for the business. Traditional approach consists the following important area. Arrangement of funds from the various financial instrument, finding out the various source of fund, and for the lending body. Under this, it's a narrow concept, you can say it's focused on the only procurement of the fund, but it's not focused on the how to utilize the fund. It's only focused on the raising of the fund for the business concern. Traditional approach to the scope and function जो है suffer for many limitation. It's a outsider looking in the approach that completely ignore the internal decisions that is related to proper utilization of funds. The focus of traditional approach was for the procurement of the long-term funds. It ignored important issues like working capital, finance and management. The issue of allocation of fund, which is so important, is completely ignored under this approach. It does not lay focus on the day-to-day finance problems of the organization. It's just only focus on the long-term funds, how to procure them and how we can get the funds from the various sources and only. Modern approach. The modern approach view finance function is broader sense. It includes both raising of funds as well as utilization of the funds. The finance function does not stop by finding out the source, but the proper utilization is the most important considered here. The cost of raising funds and the returns from their use should be compared. The new approach is analytical way of dealing and the financial problem of the firm. The technique of the model mathematical programming, simulations, financial engineering are used for the financial management to solve the complex problem of the present day finance. So we will differentiate the both approaches. Traditional approach is basically focused on the procurement of fund. On the other hand, modern approach is to procurement the fund as well as utilization of the fund also. And that's a narrow concept, it's a broader concept. And the scope of the traditional approach is limited only for the procurement. But modern approach scope is wider because it include procurement, fund utilization also included here, and the raising funds sources also here, and the now we will discuss about the functions of the financial manager. Finance function is the most important major part of the business. So generally a financial manager have to take the three major decisions. That's our financial planning, investment decision and dividend decision. So finance is one of the interrelated function which deal with the personal function, marketing function, production function and research development activity of the business. Financial manager is a person who role player in the field of finance. He must have the entire knowledge in the area of accounting, finance, economics and management. His position is highly critical and analytical to solve the various problems related to finance. A person who deal finance related activities may be called finance manager. The functions of the financial managers are forecasting financial requirement, acquiring necessary capital, investment decision. Forecasting financial requirement and the acquiring necessary capitals comes under financial planning, and the and investment decision uh, include the use of the carefully selecting the best investments alternative among the various alternatives which have a reasonable and stable return from the investment. And financial manager have a knowledge about the various capital budgeting technique which can has for the effective utilization of investment. The finance manager must consider to the principle of safety, liquidity. And the next function of the finance manager is cash management. He play very important role in the area of finance because proper cash management is important. Effective utilization of cash is important. It helps to meet the short-term liquidity position. And financial managers is also interrelation with the other departments. Finance manager deal with the various functions department like marketing, production, personnel department, research and development. Financial management have to the knowledge about the every department because finance is deal with the every department. He must maintain the good relation with the all functional department of the business organization. Now we will discuss about the importance of the financial management. Finance is a lifeblood for the business organization. It need to meet the requirement of the business concern. Every business concern must maintain adequate amount of the finance for the smooth running of the business. The business goal can be achieved only with the help of effective management of finance. The importance of financial management as follow. Number 1, financial planning. Financial management helps to decide the financial requirement of the organization and which lead to take the financial planning of the concern. Financial planning is important part of the business concern which helps to the promotion of enterprise. Second is acquisition of fund. Financial management involve the acquisition of required funds for the organization. Acquiring need funds play a very important role in financial management which involve possible source of finance at minimum cost. Proper use of funds या proper utilization of funds. Proper use and allocation of funds lead to the improve of the efficiency of the organization. When the financial manager use the fund properly, which can reduce the cost and increase the value of the firm. Financial decision. Financial management has to take the sound decision in the business concern. Financial decision will affect the entire businesses of the concern because there is a direct relationship between the various department functions, marketing, production, personnel with the finance. It helps in the improving profitability. Financial management help to improve the profitability position concern with the help of different financial control devices like budgetary control, ratio analysis, and cost volume profit analysis, etc. It increases the value of the firm. Financial management is very important in the field of increasing the wealth of the investor and the business concern. Ultimately, the aim of the business concern will achieve the maximum profit and high profitability which lead to the maximized wealth of the investor as well as the nation. And financial management is also promoting the savings. Savings are the possible only when the business concern earn higher profits and maximize wealth. Effective financial management help to promoting and mobilizing individual corporate savings. Nowadays, financial management is also popularly known as business finance and corporate finance. The business concern or corporate sector cannot function without the importance of financial management. Thank you very much.